Hello everyone, Zero Drama Yu-Gi-Oh here, and today we brought you another deck profile, and this time it's the first place for the YCS Atlanta Championship, and it's Corey Roca's Paleozoic Frogs. Now, everyone was surprised. How did Frogs top? How did a deck without Momorat top the YCS Atlanta? Let alone come first, right? So let's take a look at what he did. So 3 copies of Swap Frogs, 2 copies of Max C, 2 copies of Ronin Totem, and 3 copies of Dupe Frog. So pretty normal, standard right there. And then 3 copies of Pot of Desires for more draw power, 3 copies of Storming Mirror Force, 3 copies of the Paleozoic All-Annoyed. So these are like MSTs. 3 copies of Reckless Greed, again to draw more cards. 3 copies of Dino Miscus, which is Karma Cut. And 2 copies of Morella, which sends a trap from the deck to the graveyard. And then, interestingly, he played 3 copies of Lost Wind. So what this card does is it targets a special summoned monster on the field and negates the effect, and the original attack is halved. So what he did in the feature matches was when the opponent attacks with Trident and the Whiptail is activated and attached, he activates the card, and the attack of the Trident becomes 0, and it won't banish the opponent's monster when it battles. So when the Trident hits someone like the Ronin Totem, the player takes 2,000 battle damage because you activate this during the battle step, and you can't do anything else. So that's a very cool, interesting tech. And again, 3 copies of Dimensional Barriers, 1 copy of the Compulsory Evacuation Device, 3 copies of Canadia. This is, I believe, the Book of Moon, and 3 copies of the Strikes. So for the extra deck, Down Magician for piercing, to upgrade the level 2s if needed. 1 copy of Drencia. This is for when the Totally Awesome card negates the opponent Momorat. You can set it face down next turn, you can flip it face up and summon your copy of Drencia. And 1 copy of the Unknown Malocarius. This one's immune to monster effects, and you can discard detach 1 card to pop an opponent's card, I believe. And again, 1 copy of the number 45. 3 copies of Totally Awesome. This card's insane. 2 copies of Sky Cavalry, again for returning opponent's monster from the field to the hand. 1 copy of the Daigusto Phoenix, and 1 card Shark, a Cat Shark. So these 2 are very good for OTKs. Cat Shark can double the attack of Totally Awesome or Daigusto Phoenix, and Daigusto Phoenix can attack twice. So combined, that's 6,000 damage. And 3 copies of the Opabinia. This one is immune to monster effects as well, and it allows you to activate trap cards, Paleozoic trap cards from your hand without setting them. And if this card has a trap attached as XYZ material, you can detach the material and grab another Paleozoic Paleozoic trap card from your deck to your hand. So it's pretty good. And F0 again to combine 2 rank 2s. So for the side deck, interestingly, 1 Regeki, 2 Dark Holes for board clears, 2 Twin Twisters for going second for clearing spell and traps, 3 copies of Forbidden Apocrypha for dealing with zoo spam, and 3 copies of Magic Deflectors. This is for negating field spells for cards like Invoker, continuous cards such as Barrage and Tenki, quick plays such as Mystical Space Typhoon or Twin Twisters, and 3 copies of Imperial Iron Wall, and that's for negating any Inferno plays, and 1 Warning. So yeah, that's the deck profile for the first place at YCS Atlanta, Corey Roca, who used totally awesome deck to place first. In a few days, I'll probably have the YGOPro replay version of the finals, all 3 games up, so you can check that out. And if you want to download this deck to play on your YGOPro, download description for the Dropbox link is below. So check it out, and thank you.